go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets! Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. The people of Fall Creek are a true community, and we are all in this together as we work, learn, and succeed. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets!
We are back! Yes! Go Cricket Show! LaPointe is in the house, hat backwards, rocking a North Face outfit. We are ready to roll in Fall Creek. How are you today?
I love your color scheme.
I love your color scheme. All right, we are on it. We did not plan this. You would think that we planned it. We did not. I did not call him. I did not call LaPointe. It's not what I did. So we're really excited about today. We got a lot of real. What is that? What is that?
We're going there.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a child's toy, LaPointe. Now, I don't know if you know this, if you've been watching. I know you've been watching the 8 o'clock Start With a Story.
Yeah.
Where I do start with some magic.
Yes.
I'm magic. Let's be clear about this. Like, watch this.
We're
Look,
clear.
watch this. I can do. I got my hands, right? Got my hands. Oh, oh! You didn't see that coming,
Oh.
did you?
Oh.
Oh, watch out! Oh!
Can we do more than that?
I don't think you want to just make me disappear. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I do feel every time I come in and have this conversation with you, I feel like I'm shrinking a little bit.
Yes.
Why did I feel like I'm shrinking a little
We
bit?
had this conversation.
I honestly think I'm shrinking. We've had this conversation. I had this conversation with my wife and my family. I'm shrinking. I know I'm shrinking. But when LaPointe was talking about coming in today, he's like, well, how much can you shrink?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm magic.
Imagine.
I'm magic, so I can shrink whatever I want to do. And so then he brings this out as some sort of challenge. Is that what this is? Is this a challenge?
We may. No, you know Mackie Nats. He's
I
kind
do.
of a wild guy. I think we can go there.
You think we can get inside there?
By the way, that whole shrinking thing,
Yeah, the whole.
we have an inverse relation.
You're growing, and I'm shrinking, and that's a problem.
I feel like I'm at the party. I'm not comfortable with that, man. Wow.
Nor am I. People, we're coming at you, and we're gonna get.
You wanna go
Okay,
there?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you
go.
ready?
Let's go.
Oh my! Well, look at this. Is
Yeah.
that the? What is that? Train or fire? What is
Train.
that? It's a train. This looks just like the thing that was just in front of us.
Check this out over here.
What's that?
Fire station.
We're in good hands.
Just in case.
We got a fire station in case we want to go somewhere with the train. We got that.
Yeah.
Life is good around here.
And guess what?
Oh boy, I don't want to
You
guess.
don't need mileage to ride that.
We don't need any mileage, and if it's a train, he's not going to crash it. Life is good. We got the rocket booster somewhere. We've got the car. Herbie is. I have no idea where Herbie is.
Balloon.
We got the balloon, and now we've got a train that's going to take us exactly where we need to go. And you're going to come with us.
Guess what?
What?
You know who's driving that train?
I'm going to say. I was going to say Goodman. Conductor LaPointe. There it is, people.
So
there it is.
Kids, if you run down by the track in the next 15 minutes, we'll be coming through town on our wooden train.
You don't know that. You don't know that. We got stuff to do. We got to watch the stuff. We
What?
can't go out there and wave, like do this wave, you know, this way, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, wrist. We
I got
can't
it.
do that.
I got it.
We can't. Perfect. We can't do that because we got stuff to watch. What are we going to watch today? I know the morning announcements are coming at you, people.
Yeah.
I know the morning announcements coming at you. What else we got?
Weekly work challenge.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like fun. Newton's coming right after that. That's going to be so fun. I can't wait to see what she has to say.
And then Mr. J.
Is this Mr. J? What's Mr. J doing
He's
today?
got some hand magic going on
Oh man, I got some. Is it puppet time? Is it some puppet time?
today. Well, I don't want to give it all away.
I'll tell you, that's crazy cool. You're gonna love it. Mackie Nats is with us right after that, and we're gonna end with what?
Well, 6th grade did a little documentary.
Okay.
Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
documentary, yeah.
On the Lions Club in Fall Creek.
Very cool.
You're going to love that.
Oh my goodness. Very cool connection to the community, which we love. We got.
We should go to Altoona, home of the Railroaders.
I don't know about that. We're crickets through
We
and
could
through
go
here.
to the
We're
Rumble.
all about the crickets
Rumble.
around here. We're all about the crickets, LaPointe, all about the crickets, and we're coming at you with all this cool stuff. Have a great day, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Go Crickets.
Good morning, Fall Creek Elementary! Would you please rise and face our nation's flag and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, I hope you're still doing well. Hope you're still staying safe and healthy. We got some birthdays that run from Monday, May 18th, through Monday, Memorial Day, May 25th. We've got a pile of birthdays. Here we go. In 4K, Tyler's got a birthday. In kindergarten, Kennedy. Otto. Landon. And Hudson all have birthdays this week. Happy birthday, kindergartners. In first grade, Brantley's got a birthday. So does Haven. And Everett. Happy birthday, first grade. In second grade, Beckett's got a birthday. So does Brinley S. Happy birthday, second graders. Jumping up the steps to third grade, Gabe V has got a birthday. And so does Gabe M. Happy birthday, Gabes. In fourth grade, Tinley's got a birthday. So does Callan. And in fifth grade, Jackson's got a birthday. And last but not least, Michael has got a birthday. Happy birthday to everyone this week. All right. Well, now, remember here, folks, that I'm looking for some announcements from you. I'm going to call it my kid announcements. I can't even say it. Kid announcements. How about that? And I've got my first one this week from Bo and 5G. Bo told me that he was fishing on Moose Lake and he caught himself a big red horse fish. Congratulations, Bo. He actually showed me a picture. And that fish was about as big as him. And that's not a tall fish story at all. That is true. So if you've got an announcement, send it my way. I want to know the good stuff. Let me know what's happening for you. Hey, I've got this challenge that I sent out to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders called the Zello Challenge. It runs through next week. Now, just so you know, right now, 4th grade is crushing it and is currently in the lead. Will it stay that way? It depends on if you do the Zello Challenge, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. If you need more info, check out the last email I sent you.
or just let me know. Now it is time for some jokes. And I've got some jokes from you. I still need more. Send them my way. Keep sending them. This first one comes from Jalen in 3-0. Goes a little something like this. What kind of bagels do kids not like? Bad goals. Bad goals. Jalen, thank you for that. I love bagels. I love me a good bagel. The next joke comes from Leah in Mrs. Gerwin's 4th grade class. Why did the computer teacher scream? Because she saw a mouse. Oh, man. And how about one from Gracie in Mr. Janky's 4th grade class? What do you call a thing with no nose and no body? No nose and no body. Nobody knows. And remember, if you got a joke for me, send it my way. It just wouldn't be an announcement without some Bo jokes. We got to get some Bo jokes in there. And Bo from 5G came through again. Absolutely loved his joke segment. And he keeps them coming. So here we go from Bo. Why did the superhero flush the toilet? Because it was his duty. Hopefully he washed his hands too. What do you call a pig who plays basketball? A ball hog. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? Because he got a hole in one. And why did the football coach go to the bank? Because he wanted his quarter back. Thank you, Bo, for all of those. Hey, it is time for that weekly riddle. Remember last week's riddle came from Jillian and Mr. Anders' 2nd grade class. What has an eye, an ear, and a nose, and lives in a cave? The answer I was looking for was a bear. Yeah, hopefully that bear's got a couple eyes, though, and a couple of ears. But yes, living in a cave, a bear. Hey, now you might have to remember, go back 2 weeks ago, and Adele in Mrs. Karkula's 2nd grade class sent me this riddle. The riddle is something like this. I have 6 eggs. I broke 2, I fried 2, and I ate 2. How many do I have left? And you might remember that I said the answer that I was given was 2. Well, shortly thereafter that announcement aired, I got an email from Adele, and she said, well, Mr. Strand, you want to know why your math was a little fuzzy? It's because you gave everyone the wrong answer. The answer was not 2. The answer was 4. That makes a little bit more sense to me. I've got 6 eggs. I broke 2 of them. Now you're down to 4. You fried 2 of them, and you ate 2, right? So you're going to have a total of 4. 4 eggs left. Oh, man. I gotta do something different here. But anyway, I've got a riddle from Logan this week. And Logan is in Mrs. Hanko's 4th grade class. Think about this. What stands tall as a building and gives food? What stands tall as a building and give food? And remember, folks, don't just make it a good week. Make it a great week. We'll catch you later.
Good morning, Crickets. It's Mrs. Janky here, and I am coming to you this morning with your weekly word challenge. Our word this week is something that we have been seeing a lot of outside, and that would be robins. So I challenge you to see how many different words you can create using only the letters in the word robins. Best of luck. Have a great short week.
Hey Cricket artists, I thought I would challenge you this week with something that I have found that I really like to enjoy. So a lot of you see me at school doing teacher things and teacher projects and things like that, but I'm also an artist at home, and one of the things that I like to do at home is I do a lot of jewelry design and a lot of digital illustrations. And I do that through using my iPad and an Apple Pen, using a program called Procreate. But if this program you actually do have to buy, but if you're looking for a really cool drawing program that you don't have to buy, I highly recommend Adobe Draw. And what I do is I create all of my artwork online, and then I print it off on different things. So I make earrings, and I also do stickers and t-shirt designs, and just like poster designs and things like that. So I thought I would share with you one of my favorite ways to come up with a design. And that is to think of an object and then create a doodle within that object, okay? So here we go. All right, so I thought I would share with you my most recent doodle. And again, these doodles I do using an iPad and an Apple Pen in a program called Procreate. That program you do have to pay for, but another program that is fairly similar and it's free is Adobe Draw. So this is a doodle I did just with the outline of a rainbow, and then inside of that outline I created a bunch of art supplies. Another thing I've been playing with lately is doodling on top of photographs. So if you are interested, you can also try out that program as well. And that again is just the Procreate app, or the free version would be the Adobe Draw app. So I have here my son, I have a 4-year-old son who told me today that it was truck day. So I thought I would do an outline of a truck and then maybe doodle some of his favorite things inside of it. So I'm going to use a black marker. Again, I usually do this digitally, and I'm going to go ahead and just doodle on the inside of this outline. And I did the outline in pencil, so then at the end I can erase it, and then all that's left is our doodles and the shape that remains. Hey Cricut artists, so your challenge this week for your Making It at Home challenge is to create a doodle inside of an object, and your doodle should be things that like represent you, the things that you like to draw or things that you like to do, and the object can also represent you too. If you don't want to think too much about it, you can always put it inside a very simple object like a heart or something like that. Oliver said it was truck day today, so I did mine inside of a truck of some things that Oliver loves to do. But I can't wait to see what you guys create today. And make sure you keep making it.
Hi everybody. You know, this pandemic has been tough on people in a lot of different ways. But one positive thing is that there's never been a better time to try or learn something new. For example, I've been using some of my extra time to learn the art of ventriloquism. Whoa! What's ventriloquism? Oh, hi. Ventriloquism is where you talk without moving your lips, so it looks like you're having a conversation with a puppet. Whoa! That sounds really hard! Well, it takes a lot of practice, but I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. Here, let me see. Whoa! Yeah! I can't see your lips moving at all while I talk! That's amazing! Thanks, but it's a skill anyone could learn with some time and patience. What are you doing with your extra time? Nothing really. Just playing video games and being bored. Well, why don't you try out a new hobby or something? I don't know. I can't really think of anything to try. Oh, gosh, there are tons of things you could do. Like what? Well, there's baking and woodworking and fixing engines or other mechanical things, playing a musical instrument. You could learn about climate change. What else? Well, you could try photography, or maybe a new fitness program, or you could try experimenting with new art techniques. You could try sewing, knitting, or other crafts, or maybe caring for or even training animals. Have you heard anything you like yet? Maybe. Tell me a few more. Okay, what about coding or robotics or inventing a new product or maybe blogging or vlogging, or you could write a book or publish it as an ebook. You could investigate a new app that you've been wanting to try out. You could try landscaping or gardening. You could do some farming things. You could do some volunteering, maybe some random acts of kindness. You could learn some outdoor survival skills, or maybe you could even try out a new science project. So, what do you think?
Could I try juggling?
Yeah, of course, that's a great idea.
Cool. Do you know where I can get some chainsaws?
No, geez, you're not gonna juggle chainsaws.
Well, what about
No knives or fire or anything dangerous. You have to do something safe.
Fine, I'll use tennis balls.
Perfect.
Hey, what's that camera for?
Oh, I'm making a video for 6th graders.
Really? Is it about chainsaws?
No, it's about their final PBL project for the year.
What's the project?
Well, actually, it's what we've just been talking about. Every student is going to spend a few days trying or learning something new and share what they did with all of us.
Oh, nice! So do they have to pick something from the list you just went through?
No, I mean they can, but they could also come up with ideas of their own. Mrs. McSherry, Mr. Ross, and I are all looking forward to seeing what they come up with.
So, you want me to help you go over all the details?
Now, there's a slides presentation in the online Learning Google Classroom that gives the students all the info they need to get started.
Cool. Hey, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, sure, what is it?
Why are you wearing that mask?
Well, I'm trying to do my part to keep everyone healthy.
Okay, but I don't think puppets can get sick. You might as well take it off.
Yeah, I suppose you're probably right.
Wait, that's what your face looks like?
Yeah, why?
On second thought, maybe you should put the mask back on.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, hi. Here I am eating nuts with my Science Spaniel, and my Science Poodle. Why are we eating nuts? Because nuts are a good source of protein. That's right, but how is that protein different than this ground beef protein? Or this ground pork protein? Or the protein that makes up my skin? Do you remember where's the recipe for the proteins? In the DNA, that's right. And where do we find DNA? We find DNA in an organelle called the nucleus. So we have all of our DNA there. Remember, this is a model, simplified version. Now, we cannot take the DNA out of the nucleus to make the protein. Where's protein made? Protein's made in the ribosome. So what do we have to do is we have to make a copy. So there's a section of DNA, it splits apart like this. One side is copied, and that copy is called RNA. And RNA is a single strand, not a double strand like DNA. And this process is called transcription. Okay, transcription is where we go from a strand of DNA, one side is copied into one strand of RNA. Okay, that's called transcription. Now what happens? We have the recipe. We made a copy. The copy has left the nucleus. Where does it go? It goes into the cell. So let's say this is our copy. Now check this out. Those are 3 base pairs. Okay, each of those is called a codon. Remember, this is RNA. Here's a codon. And here is a codon. Most are a lot longer than this, but remember, this is a model, which is a simplified version. Now, what happens here is what organelle makes proteins? It's called the ribosome. The ribosome will come along to this piece of RNA. It'll read these 3, we'll call this the ribosome. It'll read those 3 bases, and then they'll say it needs this amino acid. So we'll call it amino acid 1. And then it'll go to the next one. The ribosome, we'll put ribo, we'll read that, and it'll add amino acid 2 to the first one. Amino acid 1. And then it'll go to the next one. The ribosome, I'm shortening that with ribo, we'll read that, and that'll be amino acid 3, which is connected to amino acid 2, which is connected to amino acid 1. So there's our protein right there. So the ribosomes will keep reading that, making this protein. Okay. And that's how proteins are made. The recipe is up here. Now this process is called translation. This is where RNA is translated into proteins. So, quickly, let's go through this again. The recipe for proteins is in the nucleus in a molecule called DNA. Your cell makes a copy of it called RNA. The RNA, that copy is called transcription. It leaves the nucleus, goes into the cell, where the ribosome reads these codes. The codes are 3 base pairs, or 3 pairs of base, or three bases at a time. It will read it, and each one is for a specific amino acid. It'll chain those amino acids together to make a protein. That's called translation. Now, your job right now is to watch this again, and then when you're done, go find your favorite protein in the house. Could be ground pork, could be ground beef, could be cheese, could be nuts, could be bacon, but that's mostly fat, so that doesn't count. And take a bite! Just take a bite of your favorite protein and say, thank you, proteins! Thank you, RNA! Thank you, transcription and translation! Thank you for making me! Okay, so I didn't know my amino acids. I'm sorry, there's about 20 of them. Okay, it's been a long time since college. That's why we abbreviate things. Anyways, I had to go figure it out. So I looked it up. All right, so GLN is glutamate. GLU is glutamic acid. It's like DNA. You don't have to know that. You only have to know GLN and GLU and know that they are amino acids. That's it.
The Fall Creek Lions Club has been a big part of our history. Without it, we would not have many memories, buildings, and events.
Lions Club International was started by Melvin Jones. Their mission is to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet their communities' needs to encourage peace, and promote international understanding through Lions Club. Fritz Geske is one of the founding members of the Fall Creek Lions Club.
How long have you been a member, Fritz?
I think it's 64 years. If I
65.
Right.
We have
65.
This year is our 65th anniversary.
Right.
The founding members of the Fall Creek Lions Club put up the first street signs.
I can tell one thing that I think was really amazing that the Lions Club did, and that is saving the Fall Creek Dam. We raised enough money to save the Fall Creek Dam not once but twice because it was falling apart. And the Fall Creek Lions Club was the main force to raise enough money to actually save our dam so we have the Fall Creek Pond. Otherwise, it might not be there. I could also say
Kids fishing contest. The dam's a big deal. You're right.
the kids fishing contest was actually part of raising money for the dam.
Without the Fall Creek Lions Club, the Fall Creek Pond would not be here.
The Fall Creek Lions Club held the kids fishing contest as a fundraiser.
The Fall Creek Lions Club was the main reason that there was a tug-of-war.
It became very popular. Over 1,000 people came one year. Unfortunately, people stopped participating because of the rules.
Amazing things. I mean, we built the first cabin out at Beaver Creek.
More than one, we built the first three.
First 3 cabins at Beaver Creek.
Yeah.
Without the Fall Creek Lions Club, the first 3 cabins at Beaver Creek would not have been built.
The Lions Club pays for the eye exams at the Fall Creek School. Another thing the Lions Club does is help transport eye tissue for eye transplants. The Lions Club also sponsors Fall Creek Fun Fest.
The Fall Creek Lions Club also participates in many parades.
Good. Well, I don't know if I have never been involved in a Lions project that hasn't been fun. What does being a Lion mean to you?
It means a lot of camaraderie with the people that make us what we are.
It's being able to give back.
Give back.
We've been blessed with a lot of things as businessmen, as family men. We've just been blessed in this community, and we want to give back to what has been given to us. And so I agree with both what they said, and it's a way to serving is a way to give back.
Plus getting involved in the kitchen, then I also want to give back by getting other members or other community people to be members of the Lions Club.
That's worked.
By getting Lions members.
All right.
New people. I like giving back to the community. I don't live in Fall Creek, but I've taught here now for 16 years, and I just feel like the community has given me so much love and support. I need to give some love and support back. So I hadn't really found an organization that I wanted to volunteer and work with, and the Fall Creek Lions Club came around, and I had a couple of good friends that were in it, so they sponsored me, and now I get to hang out with my friends while doing cool stuff for the community.
Go, Crickets, go, go.